In today's Your Healthy Family, we're wrapping up Terry Stauffer's story and how having his torn aorta repaired paved the way for long-term recovery from multiple traumatic injuries. When Terry Stauffer and his two grandsons were involved in a head-on accident last May, he was badly injured.
The first responders did a great job stabilizing him in the field and transporting him to our level 1 trauma center here at Memorial Central Hospital. That's what gave us time to transport him here to our hybrid operating room that's behind me here to get a stent graft placed into the area where he had the injury. So what we did was took a catheter system. This is taken up through the patient's arterial system, inserted at the groin crease, and delivers this graft into this position here. We are able to essentially deliver a seal to the leak of the aorta in this position here.
While still a major surgery, it's a vast improvement from the risky surgery that used to be involved with aorta repair.
This older graft technology that we've had since the 1950s, where we would do what we call a clamp and sew technique, where we would get through an incision in the chest, do a clamp here and a clamp there, and sew in a piece of this polyester graft. And the risk of that was about 10% risk of paralysis due to the arteries coming off and feeding the spinal cord that would go without blood during the time that that graft was being sewn in. So the fact that we can now introduce on a thin catheter into this position a graft which doesn't interrupt the blood supply at all other than to just fix the injury has brought the risk of paralysis down to less than 1%. The other thing that it allows us to do is take a long procedure and do it very quickly and without a major operation that would make the recovery of his other injuries more challenging.
Because of his traumatic brain injury, Terry doesn't remember much about his time at Memorial Hospital.
I was probably not expected to make it through, and there was a lot of, I'm sure he talked to you about all the downsides of that, and Dr. Corey gave me a pretty clean bill of health pretty early. You know, you're going to be good as far as he was concerned with my aorta that he repaired.
While it was a major first hurdle, recovering from his traumatic brain injury has been the long-term process. He continued at Craig Hospital in Denver, and all in all, Terry feels blessed.
There was a lot of things that took place, and it started with the ambulance by deciding to fly me. That saved, because time, of course, is of the essence, and I think that's probably what saved my life. And a lot of prayers, there was a lot of prayers went up that helped me through this whole ordeal.
He works daily to remember his future's bright.
But I have to tell myself it's very bright. I mean, I know I shouldn't be here. Right there in itself is good, but I can't do a lot of things that I used to do, and I was very independent, and that part of it's frustrating. And I'm hoping that that's all going to get better, and that's what the docs say.
Dr. Corey gives full credit to the large team of providers who have made Terry's recovery possible, and his role in repairing his aorta was a keystone to a much larger recovery.
The thing that is sometimes difficult to know about is his brain injury, and that was really the thing that when I went out and talked to his family and to his wife in the waiting room, I was most concerned. I mean, I felt really good about his aortic repair and that the orthopedic surgeons were going to fix his extremity fractures and his pelvic fractures and things that would all heal with time. But the big question was, in that type of a head-on collision with that level of deceleration, which was evident from his thoracic aortic injury, you know, how was his brain going to be? Because that's really Terry. You know, everything else is things that we can fix, but Terry is Terry because of his brain. And so he had an excellent recovery as far as that goes. And that's really gratifying.
Terry also says his daily outlook has changed, even on the simple things.
It's changed me a lot. And the saying, drive safe, have a safe trip, means way more to me now than what it ever did. I truly mean that when I say that.
For Your Healthy Family, I'm Ira Cronin. For more health stories, head to yourhealthyfamily.com.